Turn one. Oh, do we... Shoot, I can't bring up drivers.
I was there.
What was that?
Ouch.
Oh my god, some server lag.
That was
Suddenly I
server
get
lag.
Yeah,
hit by
I got some
CD
server lag.
Bob and Sponger, it looks like.
I like had a car come out of nowhere.
Yeah, me too.
My
And
rear
suddenly
wing got taken out.
I was in a wall with CD Bob, I think, and Sponger, but they just disappeared after a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure me and CD Bob lagged into each other. It's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you hit me off.
I do.
Oh, going a bit wide there. Let's see if we can get a running order. Simon, Lindholm, Hoyt in second. Let's see. It's just very hard to tell.
User in your channel timed out.
Does anybody know how to turn off the track marker? Like a hotkey for that?
Might be F9.
Nope.
Alt F4?
Don't press that, don't
Alt
press
F4.
that.
Alright, running order. Simon, Hoyt, H-Man.
User disconnected from your channel.
Riding along with H-Man in third. Sebastian, aka Hoyt in second. Simon in first. Very close battle here. And in third. Uh-oh. That's not gonna be good.
Oh crap, did I hit you? Sorry.
I'm impressed nobody crashed there.
I think we might have touched, but I don't know.
Let's see.
Alright, let's try and follow this now. On board with Hoyt, aka Sebastian, Simon in third. I think that's just who got passed.
Whoa!
Alright, lap 2, okay. Now that I'm getting 100 messages per second. Lap 2, first place Sebastian, second place H-Man, third place Simon, who are on board with. Behind Simon is Matt Smith, possibly. We'll see when they come across the line. So these top 4 runners look pretty close. The gap back to 5th is over a second, and then 6th, which is Monolith, is 7 seconds. So these top 4 right now seem to be holding a pretty tight group. See him in line there. And then sorry about the guys, the racing lines. I actually just got the client on this computer updated, so I haven't, this is actually the first time launching Assetto Corsa. And I'm surprised everything kind of worked out of the box, so. Alright, still on board with Sebastian, who has a pretty good lead, going a little wide there. A little over a second.
Hello.
Up to H-Man. Or, in front of H-Man.
That
But
was
it
the
looks
sound
like
of
he's
a crash.
closing in.
And hi, Tom.
AJ!
H-Man, Matt Smith. Oh, gaining a couple places
Bonsoir.
there. As we'll switch back to the leader here. See if we can get a good view of some overtakes off the straight. With the
Am I?
recent
User
update,
joined your channel.
with the recent
Did I
updates.
miss the race?
Yes, we're in it.
Yarp.
Can you be quiet, please?
Sorry.
No problem. Let's see. Train of thought gone. Oh, with the new updates, drafting seems to be worked out a little bit better. It has been implemented for a little while, but you really notice it in the Formula Abarth, especially on the straightaways, getting up close. Really gain a lot of draft, and definitely make up some time when following someone. Especially a lot more than like a GT3 car, because the downforce in the Abarth seems to do a lot more than one of the GT3 cars. Alright. Ooh, and this is H-Man, I think, coming up on Sebastian. Really starting to put the pressure on now. Really getting close. If he can get a good run off this last corner and get her, oh, pushing wide to the grass. If he can get a good run here, which I think he may be able to hold on to the back of Sebastian and get that draft, he may be able to make a move into the first corner, which is a really heartbreaking right-hander. Let's see if we can switch to H-Man. See if he can pull this move off. He's gonna tuck back in and just keep the pressure on. So you look back again from Sebastian's point of view, a nice little battle behind him as well from, see, Matt Smith and Simon. Oh, Simon looks like he was able to get around. Matt going to look into the inside, stays tucked in, goes to look for the move on the inside again. Decides to hold back. A little risky through those high-speed sections. Jump back on board with Matt here. 10 minutes in, 5 laps down, 11 laps to go. Let's look through the rest of the field, see what type of gaps are going. Simon, again, is now in third. No other really close battles here. Everyone else is fairly spread out. I think there was an incident in the first corner. We'll see where H-Man is battling with Hoyt. Looks like they have a pretty similar pace. They don't get lap times here, so we're not sure what they're running. But it doesn't look like the gap has changed a whole lot between the two. And Simon is still ahead of Matt. And then Demetrio is... looks like he's making up a little bit of time. 4 seconds back from Matt. Let's see what he can do. Especially when they start putting pressure on each other. Might have to start slowing down a bit. As it looks like the leaders now are coming up to lap traffic. I believe that's Cass that they're coming up to. Possibly, let's see. Yeah. Coming up to Cass, see how they can manage their way through that. H-Man really working the car hard, trying to catch up and stay behind Sebastian. I'm wondering if anybody's tested tires and how long they last. I'm going to assume that medium tires, just like the GT3 tires, will last 16 laps, which is the total race amount. But I haven't tested it myself. We see, for those who didn't notice, Tal jumped in, late driver, but at least he'll be able to get some laps in. Oh, Simon must have had an incident. He's fallen way back, all the way down to 5th. As we jump back on. Sebastian. Oh, and a mistake by Ryan, Nico Rosberg, allowing Sebastian to get by up into 6th place. And it looks like Simon's still in 5th. Demetrio and Matt battling. Who's that behind him? That may be... Oh, that's Sebastian. So Sebastian has fallen back. As he makes it across in 3rd. He must have had an incident up towards the front there. Now, H-Man has a pretty lengthy lead now over them, with a 4-second gap between him and 2nd place. With Sebastian now trying to do the work to catch back up, as he has Demetrio on his tail. Yeah, as Demetrio does all that he can to stay in that draft behind Sebastian here. Oh, running a little wide. As we look at the gaps as they cross the line, HVN has been able to increase that gap from 4 seconds to 5.5, a little over 5.5. Sebastian making up a little bit of time on Matt, and Demetrio staying right about the same, with Simon falling back in 5th place to a gap of 11 seconds behind Demetrio. Let's just see how close Monolith is able to get. Oh, running wide into the gravel, keeping his foot down the entire time.
Wonder, are we fighting for position?
I believe so.
Okay. I guess I'll try to drive fast then. Oh, you got me.
Oh, and he gets him on the straight as he's making his way by. Oh, and Monolith taking another detour to the dirt. He's driving the wrong type of car. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, Ryan's quite a bit of gap off these two, which I believe is because, oh, and then Cass is catching up. I believe is because there's an incident in turn 1. Oh, and Monolith really stalling for this uphill section, allowing, I think, not Kaz. Who is that? Is that H-Man? Must be... Oh, Matt getting a little sideways there. Must be Tao. No? CD Bob. So CD Bob gaining a couple positions, lap 8. Oh, he's a lap down, so regaining his lap there. So he should be on the same lap as Monolith now, but he has to make it all the way around before being able to pick up a position. Let's see how the leaderboards look now. Looks like Monolith is going into the pits. May have some aero damage there. He needs to take care of. Which should allow Kaz some time to catch up. He's 51 seconds behind, which is quite a bit. We'll see where Demetrio's at. Still a nice little gap here. Between Matt, Sebastian, Demetrio, and possibly a lapped driver. Yeah, Kaz. The lap driver in between them. As we'll hop on with the Demetrio here.
Has anyone here ever done a pit stop with body repair?
Yeah, it takes
I did.
forever.
Yeah, and also they don't even do anything. Well, it's fixed, but you don't see them do anything.
Yeah, it took a minute for my front wing to be replaced.
I'm like out of fuel. I did not pack enough fuel. Oh my.
It's such a boring car.
What car?
Abarth.
Especially when you're playing Hot Lap Simulator.
Yeah. You gotta make up that 30 seconds there, Smunder. That's not
You
the...
bastard.
This car is boring until you push it. Once you get it on the edge, it's a little bit more entertaining.
Until you hit a curb and spin instantly.
I have a lot to learn about driving open wheel cars consistently. First 3 laps were a mess.
Oh, and Sebastian really closing the time up on Matt here. I think he was around 3 seconds behind him. He's down to 1.7, so, and it looks like he's closing in.
Nice time, Tom.
Yeah, it's my best time.
I really wish I could see lap times.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, as H-Man still continues to be consistent. Matt just seeing him into turn 3 there. Caught the back end. 6 seconds behind. Sebastian looks like he's definitely making up time now. And Dimitrios kind of lost the back end of Sebastian, so he loses that draft. So he's really gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit and see if he can keep on the draft, because it's really going to give him the advantage in helping him catch up to first and second there. With Sebastian M now caught up to the back of Simon. Oh, making the move around the outside. That was a sweet move there. Oh, and then Simon gets sideways there. Getting a little loose. I'm wondering if either his tires are starting to get a little cooked, or he's just having troubles consistent, which this track is a nightmare to be consistent on. As we get the gap times again, Sebastian making up 0.3 of a second on Matt, so not a whole lot. But it may have just been a bad run out of the last corner. So they come into turn 1 and 2. Let's see where he can get some time made up. Shifting down, no brakes, flat out through here. Flat out right-hander. Up the hill, still on the gas. Hard brakes. Really looks like they have similar pace here. But Sebastian's now starting to move into the point where he may be getting draft and really becomes an advantage, especially on the straights there. Oh, getting sideways. Keeping it held together nicely though. Not losing a whole lot of time. And we see some dust up ahead. Oh, I think we have a driver off. Yes, who was that? That was not Matt or H-Man. It must be a back marker. Probably losing it through the S's. Alright. Let's check the times again. 1.3, right around the same gap. So that little mistake, even with that little mistake, he didn't lose much time off Matt. Let's see how far back Sebastian M is here. 19 seconds. Basically 20 seconds off of Demetrio. It's quite a lot of time. Let's see how Sponger's doing. Who has really made some time up on Ryan. He was somewhere around 30 seconds back. Let's see where he is after he passes the line here. Yeah, Ryan must have made a mistake to drop that far back. I don't remember him being that far away from Sebastian. And Simon is in the pits. Sponger gains a position. It's now cut that gap down to 12 seconds from the position in front of him. As we jump back in with Sebastian here and see how far. How much time he has been able to make up. Lap 14 of 16. So really starting to come down towards the end here. So 2 laps after this pass. Lap 15 of 16. Matt with a 7-second gap. Oh, Sebastian. Dropping back quite a bit.
Okay, my game's just frozen.
Must have been a mistake. Oh! But he somehow caught up to...
Have you got control?
I'm not sure what happened there, how he was able to catch back up like that. He had a 2-second lead. He slows down. Oh, it gets loose!
That is so annoying.
Don't worry, I won't pass you. Be kind of cheeky.
Yeah, I have this thing where my game freezes for like a second. But that was full on like 8-9 seconds. Just blank screen.
Mine used to do that. They got rid of it with an update a while ago. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I wonder if Matt made a mistake coming in the first corner there.
Yeah, it usually happens mid-turn or into a braking point.
Sebastian wasn't able to take advantage of that, but it's really close the gap between them. H-Man still keeping it consistent. Still looks straight around. I'm interested to see what the gap is this time around, especially with a mistake from Matt. I'm going to guess right around 10-second lead now that he has, which is pretty comfortable for the last lap of the race. He has to be feeling pretty good right now. As Sebastian is going to try and put as much pressure on Matt as possible. He will only have 1 lap to make a move. Let's see what this is.
Nice win, Hitchman. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, good race.
Apologies if I cut you up at turn 1.
Never mind. So 16 is the last lap. So he is going to make...
Monolith going
hold on
backwards.
to it. Demetrio, Sebastian M. Gonna finish by himself to see if there's any other gaps here.
The race over?
Looks like the rest of the field is pretty much spread out.
For me, the race has been over since like lap 3 or so.
As Monolith takes a spin. Monolith, you need to switch cars. You need a rally car for how much time you spent in the dirt.
Well, I'm not even so slow with this car.
Zing!
It's just after I've spun off like 2 or 3 times in the beginning, I kind of lost the motivation to actually, you know, try and race for real.
Yeah, pirouette simulator, that's what you're doing. The graphics do look really cool though, like your front wing is dirty and like it's been basically used as a bulldozer. Oh, drifting through the S's.
Guys, I have to run off quickly, but it's good to see you all again, and I'll speak in the thread or something like that. See you all later. Thanks for the race.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's a
see you
good
later.
race.
Oh,
Wait, AJ! AJ,
The
don't
steering is completely screwed up.
AJ.
So that race is over?
Yeah, it's just finishing.
Was this some sort of like an official race?
go. No, it was
Somewhat.
off season.
Somewhat? Oh, 'cause I sort of joined in. Like, screw it, I'm racing.
Oh, that's fine. Well, that's